Before I get started with this video, I just want to say that Bible prophecy is being fulfilled. And I don't care what the unbelievers say. They can say that God is not real, but only the fool says in his heart, there is no God. Now, this past Sunday, Benjamin Netanyahu, he flew to America. And on Monday, yesterday, he had a meeting with President Barack Obama at the White House, or you could say the House of the Wicked, to discuss the peace deal. Now, President Barack Obama has warned that Benjamin Netanyahu must make tough decisions to advance peace talks with the Palestinians. Now, this is the part that really gets to me, that I just keep thinking about. The White House, or the House of the Wicked, has said it hopes to see a peace deal in place by April 29th. Let me read that again. The White House, or the House of the Wicked, has said it hopes to see a peace deal in place by April 29th. The deadline is April 29th. Now just think about that. You know, I mean, in April, the first of the 4 blood moons will occur on April 15th. And 14 days later is the deadline of when the White House wants this peace deal to be done. You know, God is so accurate. You know, I love that. How God is so accurate when it comes to the 4 blood moons and Bible prophecy. You know, I just love it. You know, it's one powerful indication that God is real, that the true and living God of the Holy Bible, He is real. Now, Obama said, this is what Obama said. This is what Barack Obama said. This man said, it is still possible to create 2 states, a Jewish state of Israel and a state of Palestine, with people living side by side in peace and security. But it's difficult. It requires compromise on all sides. This man said it's still possible to create 2 states, a Jewish state of Israel and a state of Palestine, with people living side by side in peace and security. Now, what does 1 Thessalonians 5:3 says? For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You know, Barack Obama is fulfilling Bible prophecy. He is fulfilling prophecies in the books of Daniel, Revelation, and also in 1 Thessalonians 5:3. That's why I say I don't care what the unbelievers say. They can say that God is not real all they want. But the fool has said in his heart, there is no God. Psalms 14:1 and 53:1. Now let me get to some important scriptures. Starting with Genesis 12:3. God says, I will bless those who bless Israel, and I will curse those who curse Israel. Joel 3:2 says, God says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Now, Zechariah chapter 12, verses 1 through 3 and verse 9 says, the burden of the word of the Lord for Israel, saith the Lord, which stretches forth the heavens, and lays the foundation of the earth, and forms the spirit of man within him. Behold, I will make Jerusalem a cup of trembling unto all the people round about. when they shall be in the siege both against Judah and against Jerusalem. And in that day will I make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people. All that burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces, though all the people of the earth be gathered together against it. And verse 9 says, and it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem. And now Galatians chapter 6 verses 7 and 8 says, be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, that shall he also reap. For he that sows to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. But he that sows to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. You know, God's word never fails. It never fails. Whenever the U.S. government puts intense pressure on Israel to divide her land, there is always devastating consequences. Usually it's a natural disaster, and it can also be another kind of disaster, like an economic disaster, but it's usually a natural disaster. Warning comes before destruction.